You've tuned in to the Top 10 Garden Show with garden expert Ken Lain. Join the conversation daily as he answers timely garden questions. Email Ken a question directly from your phone to his desktop through the web at watersgardencenter.com. That's Waters with two T's, gardencenter.com. Or visit face-to-face throughout the week where he can be found at Waters Garden Center in Prescott. Now welcome your host, Ken Lain.
I mean, wow, when the rain comes down, it comes down in torrents. And so it just gathers steam almost. The most impressive thing for many years, I farmed out in Chino Valley. Beautiful vistas, big properties. This is commercial setting. So greenhouses that are hundreds of feet long, acres. And you're growing out there. And when it rained in Chino Valley, that water, there'd be like a 4 or 5 inch sheet of water rolling across the valley. The big Chino would just fill up and overflow. That's how our rains are here. That dry wash has been in your backyard. All of a sudden, it starts flowing and flowing and flowing. You're wondering if it's going to overspill its bounds. That's rain here. In fact, I asked Chat GTP, just the AI. I said, hey, Chat, how much rain comes down in the average rainstorm? It said, oh, this is easy. About 1 acre foot, or not just shy, 376,000 gallons of water come down at the average rain cell. I think acre foot is like 420,000 something. It's anyway, you're pushing an acre foot. That's 1 acre, 1 foot over the entire acre. That's that much water. That's an amazing amount of water. And it's all flown around, going to places like Watson Lake, Willow Lake, and the Granite Dells Lake, and Lynx Lake. And did I get all 5? So Prescott is the city of 5 lakes. Let me think about that. Willow, Watson, Goldwater. That's one I forgot. Granite. Now I'm forgetting again. Anyway, Granite. So we got them all. So you got 5 lakes, and they're just running down to the lakes. In fact, we were coming back on Wednesday. The Agua Fria out by Mortimer Farm is starting to flow. Now that's the headwaters, so it doesn't always flow down there. The water's always good underground, but it was actually above ground because it had just rained really well. This is exciting stuff. If you have erosion control, you've got a problem. So your rock's going to slide away. The edge of your side, that wherever it is, the side of your driveway, the patios, the dry wash, where the fences are, they're going to start to erode. If you need plants that help you with erosion control, now you could throw in some concrete there, but that's kind of ugly. It doesn't solve your problem. You'll still have erosion. You can throw some rocks in there, same exact thing. If you throw a plant, plants are amazing at holding soil solid. Just like those roots go in there and it's not going to move. Not just the roots, but the top growth diffuses the rain while the undergrowth holds it all together. There's a symbiotic thing that plant is using itself to protect itself and keep the soil intact. Even years after let's say pampas grass or muley grass or bear grass, all these different grassy kind of things. It's kind of what we're famous for up here. Even after they're dead, those roots are in that ground for, I don't know how long, decade, for a long time, still holding the soil intact. There are some plants, I thought I'd give you a quick list of things that you might consider that will hold the soil in, and they're pretty, and you can plant them now. So the number one seller for erosion control, or just that hillside, that kind of stuff, honeysuckle. Oh my gosh, it's a weed. It grows like crazy. One plant will cover an 8 by 8 by 8 space. It just covers a whole lot of space, and it does it quickly. So honeysuckle, and there's a lot of varieties. So from Hall's honeysuckle to, I think there's lemonade and red. There's all kinds of colors, but all vines are a good one. The native one is called Virginia creeper. That's actually wild. It grows throughout northern Arizona, up in the mountains, but it's another wild, holds the plants in, holds them intact. One that I use, just because I like herbs, there's a ground cover or carpet rosemary. Amazing little plant. Evergreen. It blooms twice a year. In the spring, it's got blue flowers. In the fall, it's got blue flowers. It's a pollinator. It's got a lot going on for it. And yes, you can use it in the kitchen for kitchen herbal kind of stuff. Rosemaries are amazing. And they spread. There's a low growing one that just spreads, gets about below knee high, and then it spreads out good 5-6 feet, one plant. And then there's the upright evergreen, the great big boy. I would say also look at one that's not used, thought about as much, but all of your succulents or sedums are great. There's a whole series of hardy sedums up here. They're evergreen. They have this, they're kind of like, well, how do you describe a sedum? Oh my gosh. Thick, pudgy, like aloe kind of foliage. So they hold a lot of moisture in their foliage and they spread out. We use them in rock gardens quite often. A great little plant. Mexican primrose. If you see a flower that spreads across the yard about 8 inches tall with pink flowers about the size of silver dollars, that is Mexican primrose. It literally is a weed. It grows and grows really, really quickly. So it sends a runner. It starts rooting over there. It just spreads like crazy. There's lots of good flowering plants you can put in the yard that are beautiful. I have coreopsis. I keep going. Blanket flower. It's a native. They call it blanket flower, or Gaillardia is the other name. But consider plants, not just rocks and concrete, to help you with your erosion control. It'll really lock that soil into place. We'll be right back after this.
Butterflies bring magic to the garden, and attracting those winged wonders is easy with Water's butterfly plant collection.
Water specializes in local plants and knows exactly which plants butterflies adore.
We create a natural, safe, and organic space for you and your beautiful butterflies.
Visit Water's Garden Center at 1815 Iron Springs Road in Prescott.
Or online at watersgardencenter.com.
Smell the flowers that butterflies love and turn gardens into a butterfly paradise.
The Top 10 Gardener, your source for timely garden advice seasonally correct for the garden. Guaranteed to make a difference in your yard this season.